So, I think I've got a plan of action. Anyway, it's something to do. I'm going to start addressing my concerns directly to the Chief of Police of Toronto. Both email and Royal Mail initiatives, as well as call and see if I can make a phone call to speak with him. I'll ask him to arrest the subject judges for treason, the profession of the country, constitution of the country, for ignoring their duties while sitting on the bench and representing justice, fraudulently representing justice in our communities in Toronto, Canada. Moreover, just as significant an inquiry into the I don't know how old the gay individual was, likely a young one at their eyes. He was beaten to death by Toronto police. Don't even know his name. Everything was mentioned, if I recall correctly. Paper. Must have been. I must be delirious. Anyway, nobody's asking any questions. I'm just going to start asking questions. That's it. As loud as I can. Like those 30 admittedly false convictions of innocent people, murder convictions of their own children, based on fraudulently concocted medical evidence by police personnel. I'd like to find out what is happening to those police personnel currently. Where are they working now? What are they doing? Pathologists, forensic pathologists, it's not like you can change professions. What's he going to do? Wash dishes. So imagine he's working as a forensic pathologist somewhere, or collecting welfare. Welfare is where he should be. That would be justice. Think of this fucker. Cavalierly sent 30 people to penitentiary, false death convictions. Calls himself a doctor of anything. I guess that's when you can afford to buy good justice. That's what you get. Blind justice. Like, for instance, how could it possibly escape the ken of the Superior Court jurist holding court the day my guilt or innocence was decided regarding the diddling of those children? In one case, clear-cut, after 40 minutes of badgering by defective leech, the child authors, "Look, Uncle Blake never hurt me. I thought he was my best friend." Hoping the cunt was going to shut the fuck up and leave her alone, which did not happen. Defective leech still slavering and jerking off on the kid while she's trying to get her to say anything she can possibly think of that's bad about Uncle Blake, and she failed. I was found guilty anyway. Kids probably misinformed. No complaint. I'm sentenced to a year in prison, where there's not even any complaint of crime happening. In reality, zero complaint. And defective leech, I always wondered about this while it was happening. Now I don't so much anymore. I always wondered why I would have these useless court dates dragged all the way from Lindsay, Ontario to Newmarket for no reason, show up and they just say, "What are you doing here today, sir?" And I have no idea. You're on. Do you know? No, I don't know. But every time that happened, or most every time that happened, and there was numerous times that happened, it must be 10, 12, 15 times I went fruitlessly to court for those 19 months, at least. Defective Leach was there, standing in the courtroom, me and her, that's it. I remember thinking at the time, she's getting off on this. Like, she's getting, like she said, she's having this as sex for her. I had no idea. I had my as in-depth an analysis of perversion than as we enjoy now. But it was like, even to a novice, to and a prisoner, and somebody who's got all kinds of other things on his mind other than what's bothering this bitch. But it was noticeable to the unaided and uneducated ken of a grade 10 dropout. Basically. Not sure I got grade 10 or not. So, if somebody is trying to suggest to me that I'm the most brilliant person on earth and nobody else can see this stuff, I'd be hard-pressed to believe it. But then the horror of believing the antithesis is too much to bear, so I rush back to the previous posit with open arms. Either way, there's stuff needs fixed, can we say this? So, beyond the fact that your judges are whores and your police are diddling them, beyond the fact you do not know yourselves at any depth whatsoever, you do not know yourself at a depth sufficient enough for intuition to birth itself in you. And so what you gain through practicing this, and this is a process that we've defined called insistent ignorance. In most lives, there's a wake-up call that comes. There's a basic alarm bells that go off for all of us. And so at some point in every life, every man and every woman gets a glimmer of the road they're on and gets to choose, those hard choices. Like, so if I continue to do this, I'm going to get sick, but it's easy, I know it, and I'm good at it. But I know it's not a good thing for me or anybody else, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm too scared to change. Right, that's one possibility. The possibility is that the individual can see a proposition and see the health-provoking possibilities in it and jump on it for all they're worth. That's kind of the type of person we are. I don't care where health comes from. I'm not prejudiced. Truly, I'm not. I was reading the Bhagavad Gita. They're the original Muslims. They really are. And Muslims are killing them because they call them multi-god worshippers. There's multi-theists. And I think it'd be further from the truth. Everybody's saying the same thing. That's over. But what you fail to understand is it's about right here, right now, kaboom, poof, this is it, it's your deal, and it's up for you. This is the last day, and it's about human consciousness. You didn't fall off a bridge. And elevation in human consciousness requires certain phenomena in order to exist. Like an electric light bulb requires current going through it in order to glow so you can see in the dark. Okay? It's the same type of thing. Metaphysical constructs have foundations they're built on, and once you build something with them, it lasts forever. Excuse me. So it doesn't require all kinds of maintenance. It's truth-based. So it requires courageous people to participate in, people who are not afraid to be discovered to be wrong about stuff. For instance, publicly, admit I'm wrong. I did a bad thing. I made a mistake. I hurt somebody and blame somebody else for it. Whatever it is. People with the courage to do this are soldiers for us. Your guns aren't going to be worth much pretty soon. You really won't want to be admitting that you ever owned one. But you will. The truth is coming to town. And we're going to help. We're helping it. And I'm your King of Kings. And I just like to say to my queens, I still love you beyond your wildest dreams and mine. Can't wait to be with you. So, everybody else, you got one choice. I would suggest you choose it. Worship the truth. It's in you to do, and it will be good for you and everybody else. I promise. I guarantee it. I'll put it in writing, and I have.